This is a brief update on crop progress here at Sprinkle's Blueberry Farm. We've had two weather-related scares as frosts were predicted after our blueberries were in nearly full bloom. As you may have noticed this year, we've experienced a warmer period of weather early that has prompted blooming nearly 3 weeks earlier on nearly everything, including our blueberries. This early bloom exposes us to an extended damaging frost period. For berry farmers, this can be devastating if a portion or all of the crop is lost. We've had two predicted freezes or frosts since the blueberry crop began blooming. The last prediction was for yesterday. Our field weather recording station briefly dropped to 37 degrees at 6 a.m. We found ground frost on some of the grass, but did not detect any damage to any blooms. I think the wind may have helped to prevent the frost forming above the grass level. We found that near freezes can result in some loss of fruit production that may not be immediately obvious, so we'll continue to monitor the bloom stage over the next week or two. I wanted to take you out for a brief examination and ride in the golf cart to see the progress that we've seen as our work to restore the 5 acres of blueberries, initially planted nearly 50 years ago by my dad, continues. We'll stop here to get a long shot of the 5 acres under cultivation. We've planted over 2,500 replacement berry bushes over the past 4 years. As the bushes reach an age of 4 to 5 years, we can expect full production from them. In this shot, you can see our mulch piles and clipping pile from this year's pruning. Pruning is an annual requirement for both bush health and better berries. These are our longtime favorites. These 4-year-old Tiff Blue and Premier bushes were our first 800 bushes that we propagated from our older existing bushes and planted during our first year of field restoration. These varieties proved over the years to be hardy and produced a good berry. Next are the Overtime and Ocholocny varieties purchased from a West Coast nursery. We were encouraged by the large size and flavor of these berries last year, which was the first year that they produced. They are a later ripening variety, and unfortunately, as those berries turned, birds moved in and stripped all the berries. We did not even reopen to pickers for those two varieties. We're looking at some possible bird control methods for this year. As we ride further down the field, we pass by 4 other varieties planted in the past 2 years. They will have a limited number of berries as they have not yet matured. We're out this morning to check for any freeze damage on the blooms. There was a small amount of ground frost on the grass, but so far the blooms and the ovules appear undamaged. We'll keep an eye on them for the next day or two. We're still preparing rows for more plants this year. So far we have about 1,200 plants at a mature stage. 1,100 not yet mature, but will have some limited production on those, and about 400 that will not yet be producing. We are nearing the end of our 5-year plan to have everything replanted. Let's now take a quick run up to the propagation area and take a look at those new bushes. We have about 800 new plants in our propagation misting bed that we set out from cuttings last August. They'll be moved over to the plant bed in a few months to make room for more new cuttings. Here we have a new variety, the Crewer, that we're watching to see how it performs for us. We will want to add some to the field if it proves to be a good choice. It is still covered by the 20-year patent protection, so we cannot propagate these yet. These 1-year-old plants in the plant bed will be potted shortly and be moved to the potting bed to join the other 2- and 3-year-old plants waiting to be moved to the field or sold. It's worth noting that when we plant a 2- or 3-year-old plant, we then refer to its age from the planting date. What we call a 3-year-old bush in the field may actually be 5 or 6 years old. Keep watching our website for updates as picking time gets closer. Thank you for watching.